Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilkie and I'm here with a normal type of gameplay thingy. I'm here with Chaos Dungeons. I finally managed to clear the South Bern story. I know this is kind of late compared to almost everybody else. The servers have been live for like around about 6 hours. Yeah, we're still here. I am unfortunately not 1475, but for today we're definitely gonna do this. I'm not entirely sure why my bonus is 90, not 100, because I didn't do Chaos Dungeons for 5 days, so that is a little bit a mystery to me why I'm lacking those 10 points, but let's dive right into that. Let's see what we're able to get, how good or bad the drop rates may be. If I have some good RNG, maybe not, maybe yes. We shall see. Obviously, we're going to use my Chaos Dungeon build. I should be clearing this with relative ease due to the fact that I have more item level than what's required or recommended to enter, which typically means that these dungeons are going to be fairly easy. I think the downside of the Chaos Dungeon that I'm doing, since I'm not doing the 1475 version, is that I can still get legendary pieces, as you've just witnessed. We have found another legendary piece. So I don't know if the 1475, the last one, exclusively drops artifact gear. If it does, then I definitely should head towards that Chaos Dungeon. Maybe I'll do so tomorrow. It really depends on the prices in the market and my RNG. There's a bunch of stuffs that I have left to clear. We have an artifact broken gear, which means we're gonna get some rolls when it comes to tripods. I don't know if I have tripods set up. I may or may not have tripods not set up. I will check this afterwards. But this is not really important because tripods are definitely class specific. What we're aiming for, or what we want to get, or what we hopefully get, is a 3-5 artifact piece with good engravings, a usable stat, and if the grade is shit, then that's so be it. But as long as the rest of it fits. Oh, we got one piece. They do drop. We're also going to take a look at how many citrines and stuff we get. Keep in mind, though, that I am currently having the relaxation bonus. So in the future, once you are doing these on a normal basis, that means you're only going to get half of the stuff that you can see that I'm finding here. I am going to say, though, this is actually fairly, I wouldn't say difficult, but you can feel that mobs are quite tanky, despite me being over the requirement for this Chaos Dungeon, and I actually have Blitz Commander as an engraving, which typically is active 24/7 in Chaos Dungeons because of the movement speed here. So I do have to say that this is actually more difficult than I thought it would be. Needless to say, we should still be able to, yeah. Boss still dies fairly quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 of these runs. So in case you're just interested in what kind of loot we're gonna get, oh, this is an interesting stage. So they actually did change around the shapes a little bit, because we never had like a straight line kind of level before. Which really, it's just a nice touch, because ultimately you don't really think about it too much when doing these Chaos Dungeons, at least I don't. Because this is really the most relaxing, the easiest of the contents to do. You just go in, you slap a few mobs, and then you're done. So it's not necessarily something where they have to do it, but it's interesting to see that we're now actually moving into the new content in terms of like, this is the bridge in Bern. So yeah, that's definitely interesting to see. But hey, for those of you who are just interested in the rundown, I highly suggest clicking somewhere along the 10-minute mark or something in the video. I don't know how long it's going to take. Because yeah, I'm going to do the second run as well today. And then we shall see how good or not good our yield is going to be. And I will definitely try to hit 1475. I don't think I can hit it today unless I have superior RNG, which probably is not the case. But you never know. You never know what RNG may have to offer for you. I definitely have to say, though, that this is much more difficult than I anticipated. Like, these mobs actually do hurt quite a bit, and they do have a substantial amount of HP. So if you ever go tier with 1445, which is the baseline requirement, and you don't have good engravings, this might actually be really difficult. Like, as you can see, your score 1445, I'm at 14 52, and my weapon is plus 19, plus 4 engravings, so interesting. Anywho, let's go for the second run. And pray to RNGesus that we may or may not get a good piece of loot. Getting a lot of legendaries though, so whoever is trying to build legendaries or wants to buy legendaries for their alts, I suspect that the price of them will drop considerably, since we're now getting more and more of them. That's probably gonna swamp the market a little bit in those. Although they're technically not really that important anymore, but in case you do actually want to spend the peons, then it's probably right now the best time to actually get your hands on some of these. But we shall see. I'll see what the market says in a few days, if people are actually still buying. I think people will still buy legendary accessories, because not everybody will push their alts to 14, 15 or something, so they're probably going to keep the alts parked at 1370 or something, which means that they will just do Argos. And if they don't do it in a Kira rotation or something like that, there's a high chance that they actually want to be geared enough to do it themselves, which typically either involves a little bit of an over-enchantment, or for those people who are just flat at the item level, a legendary artifact, a legendary avatar, not an artifact, or a few pieces of legendary accessories because they come with a higher base stat than purple. Yeah, like I said, these things are actually really tanky. To be fair though, the Chaos Dungeon that we did before, we just no-brained through that. On the flip side of things, you can't actually, like I'll show you something after this really quickly, you can't actually enter the highest level